Good morning. It's turned out nice again. Motherfucker, how's it going, guys? I don't think I need to ask how it's going. It's a little bit miserable today, isn't it? And we've got an international break now, which makes it even more miserable. Sometimes when we go through a period of poor form or when things are not going right, there's an international break. People say, "Oh well, at least it's the international break. We can have a break and come back." It feels a little bit deja vu-ish to me, that, to be honest with you. Anyway, before I get into probably a very miserable video, I just want to do some acknowledgements. There's not many. I just want to mention these people, and then I'm going to talk about a few things. All right. I just want to thank Mark the Legend, who is a channel member, Schwad, for buying me a coffee yesterday. Thank you very much. To the super thanks. That's the love out under the videos. Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate you. I don't think there was anybody on the other channel, the Duncan Oldham channel, so there's nobody there. Revolut, there was Watty yesterday. I went out for a few sherbets yesterday. I think you saw the video when I come home last night. So Watty, thank you very much for getting me a few beers in yesterday, and I did do just that. Very, very grateful. Also Gareth Turner as well. He says, "Put this towards a Sunday dinner later. Love you, bro." Gareth's a good kid. I'm sure you've seen his YouTube channel, Copites of Anfield. So there was those two chaps. There, of course, would be or was Niall, who's a good friend of mine, who supported me yesterday and today, and also Henry the Hero. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about that a little bit more on my other YouTube channel, okay? Duncan Oldham channel, the link is in the video description. I will do a Dunk's Diary update over there after this one, all right? Because I want to explain to you what I'm going to do or what I've done with regards yesterday's topic. I was talking about possibly investing in a decent camera, you know. So I won't bore you to death on here. We'll go over to the other channel because I've not really spoke about it over there, and I need to update that channel. So if you're interested, just look in the video description for the link to the Duncan Oldham channel. It's just a bit more, it's like this, but it's a bit more behind the scenes kind of thing, community and stuff like that. And basically, I did speak yesterday saying I was toying with getting this, investing in a camera, for the football, and that camera has been ordered. So there you go. Because I was asking people, their feedback, blah, 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 stuff like that. So anyway, I'll talk about it on the other channel. All right, guys. So thanks to those of you that did support me in the last 24 hours. I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle this month. Last month was a struggle, as you know. I get weighed in around the 23rd of this month, and it's disastrous, to be honest with you. That's October's revenue comes in around the 23rd, 24th of October. Not good, but you can't do anything about that. Obviously, October, Liverpool didn't have a great month, lost to the Manx, international break, and here we are with another international break. The mood is obviously down again, so I think I'm in the same situation, really, or I'm going to be for November, but we will see, guys. All right, so thanks anyway to those of you that have stepped up and supported me through the super thanks or Monzo or Revolut or whatever. All right, guys, you're appreciated, and you know that you mean a lot to me. I will also want to thank everybody that commented on my video last night about the Manchester City defeat. A lot of you did take the time to comment on that, and that is supporting me also. I think I was trying to justify in my head, about being like, I was out with friends, right? So I went to watch my local team play yesterday, top of the league versus third, both teams unbeaten, and we won. All right, we beat them. So we're now the only team in the division unbeaten, and we're top of the league. All right, I'll talk about that on the other channel. And the guys that go to the football, they all have, teams back home, if you like, if you want to call it home. Sunderland, Leeds, Huddersfield, I think, Everton, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, the list goes on and on. And they were saying yesterday to me, do you think they'll sack him? Right? Do you think they'll sack him? And the way that I answered that question was, I don't think that's going to happen after losing to Manchester City, because you try and justify it in your mind and think, well, Man City are no fucking pushovers. Do you know what I mean? Like, did anyone expect to get anything from that game? People said to me yesterday, and I think I said this yesterday in my morning briefing, that I would settle for a draw. Now, I also pointed out, and I said this to my friends yesterday, the same thing, but said, but I don't want to go there for a draw. I want to go there and win. I don't want to go there and play for a draw, sit back. But if we get a draw, it's Manchester City, so fair dues. Now, I know there was controversial decisions in the game. We've got to take that into consideration, but I think Liverpool were very poor. And what I was trying to say last night when I got out of the taxi, came home, made a video for you guys, and I was trying to say, like, what do you think? Do you think, are you, in your mind, are you saying, yeah, it was terrible, but it is Man City? But you guys in the comments, none of you have gone down that route, from what I can remember. I think the overwhelming majority of you are like, it's just not fucking good enough. Fuck, we don't give a fuck that it's Man City. The team was abysmal. Slot's tactics, he's stubborn, he's this, he's that. It does feel rather worrying to me, if I'm completely honest with you. And it's bizarre, because it was only, a couple of months ago maybe, that people were talking about extending his contract, and I came out straight away and said we were doing well. And I said, why would you even be talking about that? As I said, before he was appointed as manager, or head coach, whatever you want to call it, the first season, right? I said, I'm not even going to think about it, right? So if he'd have bombed in the first season, I'd have said, well, he's got to have the first season. If he succeeds in the first season, then I'm going to say, well, that's Jurgen's team that he's inherited. I mean, you can say, well, some players are playing better, blah, 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 whatever, right? And maybe we did need to change. But I still saw it as Jurgen's team, right? So what I said in the summer was, I want to see, after he was appointed, I want to see what he does in season 2, when the new players have come in and the current situation. So talk of issuing new contracts was bizarre to me. I got a pretty bad vibe about it, to be honest with you, but I don't know if that's just human nature from the negativity at the moment. But I am quite concerned, to be honest with you. I'm not one of these people that jump around, with flip-flopping with opinions and sack this, sack that, I think if you watch my video from last night when I come home, I was quite chilled, I wasn't like fucking raging. But again, I think I was trying to, in my mind, justify it with, well, it was Man City, so maybe I have to be a bit more easy with my criticism. But I don't think that was the response, the message that I got from my audience, from you guys. You guys are like, nah, fuck that shit, don't. Terrible. I didn't, sometimes you can lose a game and people can be very disappointed, and people can leave comments that still found positives or something, still found a positive, or, well, we did this, but let's focus on that. But there was none of that. People were really sick. I was very surprised at the comments, to be honest with you. I don't think anyone said anything wrong. I was just very surprised because absolutely nobody was going, yeah, it was Man City, So we had that little, bit of turning form, bounce back a little bit, and then Manchester City is obviously, we've come crashing down, and everyone's like, the fuck, So anyway, I'm not really sure there's anything I can add to it. I just don't know what the solution is. I really don't. Something is I could say something's not right, but that's a bit obvious. It's not rocket science. I don't know. And I don't like kicking someone when they're down. And I always try to justify look for excuses maybe, like, well, let's not say it's all the manager's fault. Maybe we're missing Trent and we don't want to admit it. Some people think that Salah could be affected by the Jota situation. I'm not sure about that, me personally. Some people think, Salah could be no longer feeling like the main man. You've brought new players in, that brings disruption, injuries. I don't know, are we just looking for excuses? At the end of the day, the manager's the one that's supposed to put it all right. And I remember one of you good people saying to me, before any of this happened, when things were fine, was about whether or not Slot was a good manager. They said, I'll judge Slot as to whether he's a good manager or not by when we have our first crisis under him and how he deals with that. And I thought that was a really good comment and a really good way of looking at it. Anyway, I won't bore you anymore. I just wanted to touch base with you. I'm going to try and make some videos for you. It's just a fucking, going into this international break is going to be disastrous, but because I know the mood is terrible. When I say disastrous, I mean in terms of enthusiasm. I like to be busy, I like to be excited and talking to you about things and having a giggle as well, but I'm feeling a bit meh, to be honest. Anyway, listen, I'm going to host a live stream on here tonight at 6:30 p.m. UK time. So come along, let's have a moan, and let's see if we can try and come up with the answers, because honestly, guys, I don't know what the answer is. Do you know what the answer is? What is the answer? Will you please attempt to let me know? I mean, what would you do if you were the manager? And where do you feel about it? Do you feel like he is the man, or have you got concerns now? Like I say, I don't flip-flop with my opinions. And I'm not suddenly... I don't really have an opinion about him, really. I don't know. Like I say, the first year, I didn't... Some people were like, oh, he's a genius. I didn't think he was a fucking genius. I think he inherited a very good squad, But I've got a bad vibe about it. But again, maybe that is just because of the current mood. I don't know. But when we beat fucking Real Madrid and that, I didn't suddenly have a good vibe and think that everything was all right. I'm not like that. It's like, all right, we've done them, but Premier League's a whole different game altogether. It's concerning, I think. Anyway, I am concerned, but to be expected, I think. I'm sorry that I can't bring you anything, a bit upbeat and that. I'll see if I can find something to talk to you about. I mean, I've got loads of stuff I wanted to talk to you about the other day. Some exclusives and all that, but I don't know if I'm in the fucking mood to be daft as a brush, so. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to put this online. I'm going to go over to my other channel. So if you do like watching my vids, Duncan Oldham, it's youtube.com/@Duncan Oldham. Or the link is in the video description. So I'm going to go over there and tell people about my weekend and my camera and stuff like that. But I'm going to be live tonight at 6:30 UK on it. Please come and see me, because I'll be bored off my fucking tits. All right, okay, guys. Listen, if you enjoyed the video, thumbs up the video to show me you're alive, really. Drop me a comment. There's a super thanks button under the video, which is a love art, which helps my channel immensely. I can't survive without your support on here. This is just the fucking truth. So anyone that does that, I always give you a shout out in my morning briefings. Yeah, that's it, really. I mean, I do have a link in the video description to Revolut, which is my beer kitty, which is obviously drained now. But Saturday seems so far away. But yeah, I would like to get out for a beer next Saturday. We've got an away game on Saturday for my local team. And then Sunday I'm going away. So I'll go and talk about that on the other channel. All right? Okay, guys. But yeah, if you could thumbs up and drop me a comment. Maybe you're a bit calmer now, after the game and that. And if there's anything you'd like me to talk about, any topics to do with Liverpool, please let me know, because it helps me, because I'm like, what do I talk about? All right, guys, cheers.